old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage is open, zone coverage is open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Gonna run it. It's Morales. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morales. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
This is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the gun, the ground game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning the Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more...
Makes the grab on the left side. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now. After that last carry, the offense now set up beautifully close to the goal line.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Morales. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Tanner. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it in the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now 2nd and 10. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Afterburner's coming. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, in this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They get him down after he makes the catch. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Slides away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Was to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Can anyone catch him? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of points.
He's racked up 92 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These guys aren't human eating. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You've got to win games, and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 counts to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Motion from the offense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. That way fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Using his legs, it's Morales. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, just steamrolling the defense. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's taking the shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Murphy. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They keep attacking through the air. He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Off the play fake on first down. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Makes the grab. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped Justy from moving the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback will keep it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gator! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
And they got him for the sack.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little extra time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He throws one to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
The give from the gun. Puts him in the spin cycle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Let's go! He's looking to throw. Trying to get to... Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. 60 minutes. And a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loud.
Wide open downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. The aerial assault continues. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Working its way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is where you make your money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Quickly complete.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Caught behind the line. It's Burns. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming up this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party. And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation